Hey Cancer, thank you for joining the channel Moon Oracle. I'm Allison. Quick announcements. If you're interested in purchasing a private reading with me, my email is moonoracletarot@gmail.com. So you can email me or DM me through Instagram, whether it's my personal account, The Aladon, or my tarot page, Moon Oracle. If you aren't already following me on Instagram on my tarot page, Moon Oracle, go ahead and do so. I post daily readings for the collective. And then also keep in mind that your sun sign is not the only sign you have to listen to. When you listen to my monthly readings, you can check out my other readings for other signs, and the message can still resonate with you. Okay, so let's get started. You have amazing cards out for your pre-shuffle. You have the World, Wheel of Fortune, and the Daughter of Pentacles. Endings and beginnings. I feel like there's a lot of things happening in the dark right now. A lot of shadow work happening. But there's so much, like, there's a lot of light. There's sparks of light while things are processing in the spiritual realm for you. There's changes happening around you, and your whole world is about to change. Just wait and see. But it's in the works. For the past few months, you have been more in a serious, like you've been less emotional, and you've been more serious. So whatever changes are happening, and because it's Capricorn season right now, and that's your opposite sign, it's like you, how should I say this? It's refining you. It's you reinventing yourself, but not like you're losing yourself. It's like you're finding that more masculine part of yourself, but in a suit. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm just picturing you in a suit, and you're just ready. You're just ready for the next challenge, the next obstacle. Or in a sense, because you are witnessing the change and you are feeling the change, it's getting you ready to just move different, move in a way that's more steady and stable, and within all that, you're serious. Or because you have been working your way up to becoming more serious within your work, within your craft, within your projects, within the ways that you communicate with people. That is how these changes are about to come up, and that is how abundance is about to be brought in. You have been more cooperative and more attentive within what you see in between. And you know, it's kind of like that thing where it's like you're just, all right, well, then what do I receive from this? Because I want to be here. I want to be here. Like, I don't know. I felt the need to say that. Well, let me keep pulling for you. Let's see what else we get. Okay. So Cancer, January 2020. Cancer, January 2020. whatever rebirth you're going through and how things are probably unfolding, it's definitely you're reflecting off of it, and you're just all like, this shit's been tough. And but for the most part, I'm obviously on the right track because I believe in how I feel, and how I feel is abundant because I am abundant. You know what I mean? Like, I radiate love. I make up love. I make up abundance. I am abundance. You know what I mean? It's like you may need to tell yourself that more to just get a little more closer to where you're already about to be. You know what I mean? To how it is that you're about to show up to something. And this could be a very nostalgic, spiritual time for you because you are receiving things. You're receiving a lot of messages internally. You may not be seeing things in the physical right away, but you feel that coming up because you've been doing so much inner work, and you've been doing a lot of work in the physical too. So however this is, whatever kind of mediation is happening with you right now in spirit, it's important that this happens first, that this happens now, and that you see through it. You know what I mean? And you go through it right before, you know, you take off. We have death, yeah. So with these signs and messages and downloads, yeah, it is a lot of dark energy. You're dealing with your opposite sign right now. You're adopting their energy and getting in touch with your abilities that you do have, that Capricorn tend to kind of rule over you. But you're in that space right now, and you're being tested. Simply just, you're being tested. And in a sense, it's like you kind of want to test. You want to test everything right now too. You want to test yourself. Ace of Cups. That's crazy. That's beautiful. It's bittersweet. You know what I mean? It's a bittersweet feeling right now. You make up love, and you know how to get swept in it and absorb all of it. You absorb all of the water. But at the same time, you know, you need a mix of the dark and the light. So you're finding a lot of the beauty within the darkness, and you're finding a lot of darkness within the things that you find that it's beauty to you. It's beautiful to you. You know what I mean? It's love to you. And this could take you in a different direction now. Or this is preparing you now. You may be ready now. And the universe can be ready now for you too. So everything that's being divinely orchestrated the divine timing of it may be here now, in other words. You may receive offers, you know. You may also want to give an offer too. But I also see it as you been wanting to, you know, put yourself out there, but in a way where it's like you just want to show who you are. It's not necessarily like you're really trying to get a lot back from that. You just want to be there to be of service, and you do want to feel appreciated. You do want to feel loved. But you don't want to continuously feel like you have to prove yourself and prove that you embody all of those things. You know what I mean? You show that with just being yourself. When you just have a regular conversation with someone, it already just, it beams. You know what I mean? It shows through. So it's kind of at this point where it's, you may be all like, I don't know. Maybe you just want to go about it differently. Or you want others to go about it differently now. You want something to just happen. That could be it too. And it's coming. It's coming. Because you may just be deciding to say, you know what? Fuck this divinely orchestrated shit. I love you, universe. I love you, spirit. But thank you for having me remember that I can manifest on my own too, by just taking those steps, taking that leap of faith, and just going ahead and doing what it is that I want to do. Going ahead and creating the things that I want to create without anyone's validation, without anyone's opinions. You know what I mean? Like, fuck waiting on shit. You're just like, maybe you're coming to understand that you have it, you had it all along. You just need to apply it. Apply yourself and believe in yourself. So you could be walking towards something that's more fulfilling because it really speaks to you in a very deep, emotional way. In a way that you know can, it can fulfill you. It can help you grow. Son of Wands. I love this card. This is a beautiful card. And finding that spark, you know what I mean? Finding that light, finding that fire, finding that energy that you've had all along. You know what I mean? It's like you can apply that now. Maybe see where it gets you next. But apply it. Let's see. You could just be walking away from the old paradigm. Officially, you're walking away from the things that you recognize just didn't work out. It doesn't mean that you have to necessarily leave things behind or leave people behind. It could be you leaving an old way of thinking behind. Leaving all those illusions that were created or shared to you that you received, and you were just like, oh, okay, thinking all this time that it was really you. You know what I mean? When it wasn't. Wow, Magician comes out. Okay. And then Emperor is at the bottom of the deck, Cancer. You could, yeah, so you could be walking away from something towards, you know, something that just, it feels right. And you want to dig deeper within this lesson and within this experience, this opportunity that you see that you have in front of you. You want to take that on and you want to learn. You want to grow from it only more so that you can be in this energy but truly feel like you're in it. You know what I mean? So you're taking the time to just put in more work. Put in more time and effort. Giving it another go. Just pushing through. And it could feel kind of heavy. It's like you may feel inspired and tired all at the same time. You know what I mean? Let me pull a few more for you. It's not the best feeling. It may not be the most comfortable feeling, but you pushing through that pain and pushing through the darkness, it's like a lot more comes to you that wouldn't have been here if you didn't put yourself through it, if you didn't go through it. Now you're really reaping the benefits from it, and now you're just being gifted so much because you took the time to be patient and accept that you may be different from others, and that, you know, you learn different. You learn differently. You are different. You are you. You are who you are. And things happen the way they do. Things are the way they are for reasons. And you don't have control over everything. You can't control things. Not everything. And even those things that you do have access to having control, you have control over, it's not always good. It's not always best. So you may be learning that too. And learning a whole deeper meaning of love, and learning a whole deeper meaning of what mistakes are. It's like you're going through this vortex, and you're going into this whirlpool, where you actually kind of find your safety net. You find the safety within what may not feel all the way right. It may not feel, you're not completely sure, but you're becoming enlightened as you take the risks, as you give patience to the situations. And that is how more light is coming in. And that is how more abundance is coming in. It's being honest with yourself too. And being honest with other people. And that may have been a bit uncomfortable recently, but it's highly necessary. And I feel like the way that you break down, how you're breaking down what it is that you feel and what it is that you feel you need to say, your emotions, all of that you're communicating, I feel like for the most part, you're doing it in a healthy way. You're doing it in a way that's fair and in a way that's clear. You are clear. You are becoming clear. So in a sense, it's allowing the rest to just come in. Allowing things to fall. Allowing things to rise. Allowing things to bloom. Keeping things in moderation. Because then you actually pay attention to how fast the growth actually is. It's not as slow as you thought. Because you may need more time now. Because things are growing so fast. You may need to go back and just revisit a few feelings. Revisit certain things that you may want to see, like how does it feel now if I react to this? How will they feel now if I speak up and say this? You know what I mean? It's shit like that. I don't know. I felt the need to say that. But I'm picking up on a lot of warrior energy, a lot of knight energy. You are the knight, you are the crusader. You are in battle for love. You're fighting for love. And you're taking the necessary precautions. You're just taking the necessary steps. You know how you can be naive or come off a bit naive. And there are parts of you that you do want to work on yourself. You just want to work better on yourself when it comes to the things that you feel like you need to, you know, spruce up and polish. And that, I feel like that's connecting a lot to the mind and a lot to your heart space, and, you know, connecting to a lot of your experiences, a lot of your pain. This is the Three of Swords, and it's in reverse. So yeah, you are coming out of that pain because you are allowing it to teach you. And it's freeing you. That's what it's doing. So, you get your justice. Justice will be served. Things are going to come together and make a lot more sense. And then you'll know what to do. Okay. My battery's running low, so I want to keep going, but I'm going to stop there, Cancer. But let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for you and see how this wraps everything else up. So let me get one healing message for Cancer, January 2020. Cancer, January 2020. This is a good card, but I'm not ready. I want to keep shuffling. Cancer. Wow. Okay. Yes. You have strength. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have self-worth, Cancer. Things, yeah, have been heavy and been a bit rough and complex. And you are here still. Be aware that you are still here. You are still actually standing very tall. It's just, it may be your mind. You know, if you feel different in your mind, you may not fully feel confident where you are. You may feel like you need signs, and you don't. You know what I mean? This is all within you. Everything that, all the inner work that you've done this past year or two, you have to understand what happens when it feels like those resources that you think you need around you aren't here. What happens then? You feel like you can't rely on yourself because you feel like you need outside sources to make you feel whole, and you don't. It is all within you, Cancer. When you feel whole within yourself, that is how you bring others together. And that is how you build a home. It starts with you alone. It starts with you. You can take on anything. Whatever is given to us, you know, it wouldn't be given to us if we couldn't handle it. So I feel like you have to come 10 times stronger now, 10 times harder, 10 times brighter. You have to show out at this point and continue to just be honest within how you feel and how you view things, how you see the world and how you see yourself. Why, and keep in mind that love is what drives you. You know what I mean? Love is the reason behind you manifesting what you do. You use love within your work. That is important. Who you are, it reflects off all of this. All of this reflects off of you. strength. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it there. So I hope this message helps. And yeah. So card number 30, strength. This is your message for the month. I hope that reached you well, Cancer. You got it. All right, I love you. Bye.